Welcome to Seat Time, everybody. Brian Pierce here. Gonna do another little interview talking with Steward Baylor Jr., the XC2 2011 champion from the Grand National Championship Series. We're gonna talk to him on the internet. How was your evening going, Mr. Junior?
Am I supposed to look professional?
You always look professional.
Pretty good right now. Yep, I watched a chick flick. Not a big fan. It was that stupid movie, I forgot. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you thought that was stupid?
Yeah, it didn't really float my boat. Now a romantic guy like you'd probably like it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I'm totally into all those chick flicks. It's actually sad because I am.
Yeah, I figured.
But I mean, with women like Jessica Biel and Garner and stuff like that, I mean, you totally gotta, at least like man up and hang out with them for a little bit.
Well, it's like looking at the menu at an expensive restaurant. You always want it, you just can't afford it.
The good thing is you're learning that early in life. You're not like 30 and figuring that out, because that's gonna make a lot of pains go away. All right, let's talk about something motorcycle wise, just for a little bit, because of the fact that people are interested in that. Whatever.
Oh, we're supposed to talk about that.
We should probably bring it up once or twice.
All right. Well,
First, one of the questions I have, you've been riding your KTM 250 XC. Is that correct? Is it an XC?
XC, yep.
XC. All right. Why that bike over any other bike at the Enduros? Because in the lights class, you have to run the 250, but in the Enduros, you can ride whatever you want. Why stay on the 250 over the 300? Or another model?
I originally didn't plan on doing the Enduros. We're GNCC riders, and we showed up at the first 3 rounds and did all right. So, what I've got is a 252 stroke, and that's what I'll be riding at the Enduros that I attend. And I'm going to try making it to the rest of those as far as I'm in the points lead, or top 2 or 3. As long as I'm in striking distance of the championship within the last couple of rounds, I'd like to see how far that gets me. And I guess we're talking about the 250. I'm going ahead of myself. But,
hey, man, no worries. You talk about what you need to.
All right, but that's just what we signed for. That's what we're riding, and I think as far as the best all around bike, for sure, the 252 stroke. You can do anything on it, so that would be my top choice on anything that I do run.
Yeah. That's you were saying, you don't really know where you're at in the Enduro Championship. You might wind up following the series. I mean, you are winning actually right now. You have not a healthy points lead, but you do actually have a points lead. Now, I can understand if there was a GNC conflicting weekend over an Enduro, why you might not go to the Enduros. But right now, I would think that the Enduros should still be, high on the picking list.
Yeah. Right now, the Enduros are this week, really, the Enduros aren't that important. And in 2 weeks, I'll be back focused on them. I've got to focus on the week ahead and finish what I need to get done, and then the next challenge awaits. And I just live by the seat of my pants and just kind of see where it takes me.
I like it, man. Speaking of seat of your pants, I really enjoyed. I don't know how that translates at all, but I really enjoyed the fact that you got Rodney on your April Fool's Day joke. That was epic, dude. I mean, I literally was like, oh my God, he's just going to go to college and not do anything anymore. And, I mean, I even almost got sucked into it, too, so good job.
Yeah, he, I guess they didn't get it on video, but he got me back.
Oh, really. Yeah, no, we didn't see that.
Yeah, on the podium, I got up there in second overall, and he said he started talking and then he did this, and whenever he does that, he's talking to people in his ear.
Right.
He might be crazy, but I think there might be a little GNCC thing in there. People
I'd rather prefer that he's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I think. But he said, got news that Steward Baylor is actually taking 4th place, so I'm going to have to ask you to step off the podium. And I'm thinking, I just got done racing 3 hours. I'm out of it. I'm thinking, where did I cheat? I'm looking around and I'm like, this can't be happening. Where did I cheat? What happened? This is a one-line track. You can't do anything wrong, pretty much.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm beating myself up, and then he goes, Oh, and you should have seen your face. That was priceless. I got back April Fool's. So, yeah, I think he got me a little better.
Well, that's awesome. That's pretty good, dude. I like that. Okay, so you have done all 3 enduros so far this year. Of those 3, which one was actually more tough? Which one did you think really kind of like gave it to you that mentally, physically, whatever?
Hillian, or I think it's called Sally on there, but it's a track that I think it might have been my second race ever when I was like 3 years old on a 50. So I paddled my bike around, and I got lost, and I left my bike and walked back, and I got yelled at, and I cried, and I cried some more, and I got on the back of the guy's bike. He took me back to my bike, which I almost forgot where it was. I did some more crying, and then I went back to the truck. So that was not a good place for me. I think it started then, but I've just never really had great rides there, and I wound up second behind Buttrick, and I had 2 sections that just really kind of threw my race away. The first section, of course, I got spanked there, and then I think it might have been section 4. I got beat pretty bad again, and in the last section, I got Lafferty back to take second, which that old guy can ride.
Yes, he can.
I swear he's getting faster. He's losing hair, and it's losing seconds too.
Absolutely awesome. Yes, Jordan, I would love another beer. Thank you very much, kind sir. Is that okay with you, Stewart? I don't know how old are you actually, Stewart Baylor?
17.
You're 17?
Yeah.
All right, well, you can't have a beer. That is just illegal, and we're not going to tolerate that. But I'm 32 years old, and I'm going to be 33 soon, so I'm going to have another beer. It is Wednesday evening. I've worked out 3 days in a row. I deserve it. Look at this figure.
Uh-huh. I see it. You're really, really nice. Yeah. Let's see the ink.
Oh, see the ink?
Yeah.
Yep, right there. I got myself a chain ring off my mountain bike. A little bit of Japanese rising sun, a starry night scene there. Some chain action. A little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Got a leg piece too, but I'll show you that later. You know what I'm saying? It'll happen. All right, so GNCCs, holy crap, 3 in a row so far, XC2. Now, in 2010, you were 5th overall at the end of the year. 2011, you won the championship, and this year you've got 3 in a row. What have you been doing, these past couple of years to just completely keep escalating the way that you're riding and the level that you're riding at?
Well, 2010, I was 15 years old. So
that's not an excuse.
I guess
it's a good one, though.
Well, really, I was just as fast then as I am now, but I was nowhere near as smart as I am now. I'm not saying that I'm smart now, but as far as track wise, I've gotten a little brighter. I hit my head a few more times and decided that hitting bridges and trees and stuff like that just wasn't the way to go. So, and getting stuck every race, because man, it wipes you out when you bury it over the exhaust in a mud hole, trying to pass for the lead, doing stupid stuff on the first lap. So I finally figured out to take my time and come in a little stronger later, and that's been the game plan last year and this year, and then that all changed last weekend. I don't find myself early or in first place on the first lap almost ever, and whenever I found myself up there that quick, I just Dad told me to drop the hammer, so I saw where my speed was, and I just kept it. What is that? Oh my God!
That is a pink phone cover.
Oh. Can you see this? All right,
it's a pelican-ish.
That's a pelican. All right, so my parents are at the beach right now. Oh my God!
Is that a real pelican? That's not like a trophy pelican?
Real pelican. He's got the thing wrapped up in his arm. Can you see that?
That's your dad?
No, that is Todd McDonald.
Okay.
You know who Todd McDonald is?
No, not at all.
You heard of Corey McDonald?
Yes. That's his
all right, well, that's his dad.
All right. I'm working it with you.
And I've seen him noose a seagull, and I guess he did that on a pelican now. That is crazy.
Is he like a bird whisperer?
I don't know what he is. He He was probably drunk, honestly.
Uh-oh. I think it happens to the best of us. We've all made some interesting mistakes there.
Have you ever gotten so drunk that you fought a pelican?
I have never fought a pelican while being drunk, though. That is a solid point, Jordan. Solid point. I mean, not to say I wouldn't try. It could happen. I am from Louisiana. I've done dumb stuff myself. All right. So, do you think that you said you were going out to do some of the enduros for fun and kind of stuff like that earlier this year? Was that really just like at the beginning more ride time for you for ramping up to starting off the GNCC this year?
Enduros, they always start before the GNCC, so I guess it is seat time, and you get the mindset. You can either walk away. You can walk away either way with the first 3 enduros that happened before the season. You can come out saying, I sucked, and they're nothing like the series that I run, so it doesn't matter anyway. Or you can come out saying, man, I feel great, and hopefully this keeps up in the GNCCs. I just beat the guys that I need to beat to be number 1, and really they can work either way against you, whether it messes with your head or whether it makes you feel great coming in. But you can also, like I said, just say it's nothing like what I race. And
right.
But it turned out going really well for me. So that was just a little bit more fire to come into the GNCC zone. And Florida, it started bad for me. Right. It was a rough day. And coming from the enduros and being able to sprint like that, I was surprised that I couldn't do it on the first lap of the GNCC. It was just a totally different ball game. And I think I sat in like 6th place, 5th place, more than half of the race. The majority of the race, I was sitting way back behind the field, kind of watching what was going on up in front of me, and just hoping that something turned around. And then finally, something clicked, and everything started going my way, and I was getting closer and closer to that overall, and I guess I was within like 40 seconds going on the final lap of racing, and I toned it down because I could either keep burning myself out for Georgia and get 20 seconds off of it, or I could just drop off and keep myself safe and just still finish 3rd. So either way, I was looking at 3rd overall, and it was a great day that started off a little bumpy.
Yeah. Considering Florida and then, the General and Steel Creek and stuff like that, you've won all 3 of those in the XC2 class. You've come really close to overalling. When is that going to happen? Do you have a particular, mindset? I mean, like you're already over, when are you going to overall from the 2nd row? It's got to happen. We want you to tell us, and then it's going to happen. Boom.
Next week.
There it is. I like it. Holy crap, Jordan, I'm running on low battery. I need power. All right, so we're going to continue on, and hopefully the computer doesn't die. We'll see what happens. Jordan's working his magic right now. It's always going to be interesting. All right, so biggest competitor in the XC2 class for you, and then biggest competitor for you in the XC1 class, since obviously you are kind of working into that group right now of guys.
XC2, Robinson's always consistent, and Thomas always has his days. And then there's the one that nobody's paying attention to, Andrew DeLong, who came in late in the season. He just started this week. He had a rough ride, but at the end of last year, he saw how to win, and seeing how to win is just as big a part as anything whenever it comes down to getting a championship. When you know how to win, you know that you can do it, and your confidence there, and your riding abilities there, and you can do it week in and week out if you have it where it works towards you.
Right.
And as far as XC1, I'm gonna have to say Kailub Russell.
Yeah.
For sure.
That dude is flying right now, isn't he?
Well, we ride together a lot, so. Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's like I want to beat him. It's
happening.
Yeah, I just want to beat him, really. And right now he's on fire. He had a bad day at Florida, and I think he probably could be 3 for 3 right now. His corner speed is just ridiculous. it's stupid how fast he goes, and he's really figured out how to be consistent in XC1, and just like moving up to XC2 for me, it's just learning how to be consistent and stay on the box, and I think he learned that, and 2011 the same way I learned it in 2010 in XC2,
Right.
And I think he's going to be probably the stiffest competitor for everybody for the next couple of years.
Nice. Is that so? Is that kind of the same idea though? When you're going to go into the XC1 class, when you move up, it's like I need to just be consistent, and if I get on the box, awesome. But then I just need to try to stay on the box once you get there. Is that mentally how you need to treat the game?
Mentally, I'm horrible. I suck before every race. I feel horrible. I don't feel like doing anything, and then I get the 10-second call, and I get off the start, and it's nothing but I want to win, and I'm going to win, and I'm going to do what it takes to get there. And sometimes on the last lap, when you get a little tired, you think about your options. You can stay where you're at, or you can push. And staying where you're at is probably the safe bet, because third hours, a lot of times when you make the mistakes, that'll cost you another position. But for me, whenever I move to XC1, I'm for sure gonna go for the win. Week in and week out. I've got nothing and everything to lose, and nothing and everything to gain. So
right.
It's just one of the things where I kind of want to see how different their racing is on the front row, and this weekend I broke into them on the first lap. I was up to fourth before we came around in the second lap, or fifth actually. I was fifth physical rider, and behind. But no, Mullins was still up there, so I guess sixth. I was kind of right behind all the battles. I was watching Buttrick and Whibley battle all day long, and came through Duvall and Mullins, and got to see a lot of the XC1 things going on, and I think just being a part of it will probably be the best part of it. You can see where they are, and then you'll know when to push, and then probably the second year will be whenever you can go for the championship, such as Kailub's doing, and but like I said, I want to win, so that's where I'm coming in.
Well, that's cool, man. I honestly don't know if you would be the youngest competitor in the XC1 class next year when you're 18. Do you know if you would be the youngest?
Buttrick.
I'm trying to remember back too, and I'm not too.
Actually, no, I won't be, because I did it when I was 14, so I can't beat my own record.
That's true. Man, you were awesome at 14. You didn't even know it. How cool is that?
And then
go ahead.
And then the next year. The next year we went back to XC2. I just didn't have another bike to ride, so I had to ride 300 in XC1. But and then they changed the rules as well, where you had to be, I think it was 18, and then in Florida we heard that you had to be 17. But papers were signed that I was riding XC2, so it was too late then. And it would have been great to know a little bit earlier. We said it all last year that I was too young, so nobody told me then. And it would have been, I would actually love to be an XC1 right now, and getting to kind of get my feet wet there, and know what I need to learn for next year.
Yeah. So do you think that there's going to be an opportunity for you to clean sweep this year in the XC2 class?
I really don't know. I'd love to. I'd love to say yes. I've done it before. But it's a shot in the dark, There's so many things that can go wrong, and I'm not a big fan of the northern races. Every year I come in on fire, and then things start dropping down for me whenever we move up north. So right now, I'm feeling great. I've got a pretty comfortable points lead, and I'd like to stack onto it a little bit more while we're down south, and then see where that leaves me for the rest of the year.
Nice. All right, let's liven it up just a little bit. Did you see the movie Hunger Games?
No, I haven't.
Do you want to see it? Be honest.
Well, I don't like reading books, so it's not like I'm gonna read the book for it. So I won't even get what I'm getting myself into. So.
Well, I mean, you've heard the hype. Two weekends in a row, man. #1 movie. That chick's cute.
Well, okay. Yeah, you have a point.
Solid point.
All right.
You should go see it. I think it was a good movie. I've read the books as well, though, but I'm just saying.
All right.
You know.
You read the books?
Yeah, I read.
Are you gay?
Am I gay? I don't. No.
It's not good when you have to think about it, man.
No, I'm totally married and have a kid on the way. Not that that's an excuse for a lot of people in this world, unfortunately, but no, sir, I am not gay. And we could just leave it at that because that's probably, unfortunately, a touchy subject for some people, and we don't want to delve into the political waters because we don't deal well with political people. But so what are you doing in North Carolina? You just hanging out riding with different people? That's not where you live, is it?
No, I live in South Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, just riding around and getting a little bit of practice. Then I'm heading down to the beach, and I guess I'm gonna wrestle pelicans the rest of the week.
That sounds awesome. So you're gonna get yourself a little bit of seat time.
Yep, a little bit of seat time.
Nice. If you were to have a seat time pint glass, would you have milk or like soda, or what's your favorite beverage of choice?
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Yeah, you are from the South. Sweet tea, I like it. So does that mean you also would have like fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Yeah. Country fried, whatever they call. I don't know.
Country fried chicken. I don't know. I'm not a big fried fan. I mean, we eat like a little bit, but let's see. We eat a lot of deer meat.
Do you? Little venison?
Yeah, but no, definitely my favorite meal is the prime rib from Outback, cooked medium, seared and seasoned with a little bit of Alfredo sauce. They used to have this lobster sauce topping, but they changed that, so now it's the Alfredo sauce.
Those
and
jerks.
It's amazing. And I have it almost after every race, if I feel like it.
Nice.
Sometimes I have Japanese, so. Yeah, I guess that's not just a Southern thing. You can eat that anywhere.
Heck yeah, man! You can get Asian food all over the place. It's a good thing. One of the things that you can also get all over the place, I'm going to do a quick ad here, is Fly Racing gear. Fly Racing is a big supporter of Seat Time. We cannot thank them enough for their support, and we would appreciate the fact if you go to flyracing.com, check out all the gear that they have, and the hat that Steward Baylor Jr. is wearing. He is also a Fly Racing sponsored rider. So he looks good every single time he gets on the bike, even when he puts his leg off the bike because he's still wearing the gear. Still looking good. Myself included, when I ride, actually ever, it happens, I put that stuff on. It is the best stuff. Please go check them out, flyracing.com. Okay, Steward Baylor Jr., has this been the worst time ever?
The worst time ever?
Yeah.
Getting to spend with you over the computer?
I know, it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely the worst time of my life.
Good. I'm glad that we could at least give you something to set the bar higher than.
Let's see what can we do to improve. Next time you need to do a shirtless one.
Really?
Yes.
You asked me if I was gay.
Hey, I think you should definitely get a top hat. Look into that.
Top hat, check. Well, I can't get another shirt. I mean, this is Moto Tassinari, man. These guys are they're as well a supporter of Seat Time. I mean, they make, not only did they get these awesome, cool new shirts, but they got all their fun stuff for the bikes. I mean, they're rocking. Yeah. I guess I could paint this on my chest.
I've got a couple of the shirts.
Yeah, I could paint this on my chest and go shirtless if you think that'll help.
You should go for it, but make sure you grow your chest hair out.
Not gonna happen. No, it's unfortunately just there. It's what it is. Yeah, Jordan's got more chest hair than I do, so.
Well, then that's who you should go for.
Yeah, you think we should put him up here? We could do a chest and put my head on top of his body.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
That's not awkward. Not awkward at all. Jordan would totally be into that. He loves running around without a shirt on. All right. Sexy. Nothing but derailment chain. Choo-choo. That's okay. We all like it. So, Seat Time. SeatTime.co is where you can find us on the internet. That is our URL as well. We are on Facebook. Facebook.com/SeatTime. And we're on Twitter. @SeatTime_CEO. Those are the places we live on the internet. Steward Baylor Jr., where do you live on the internet? Do you have any social media junk you want to share around the world?
I live in a box, man. I don't have that stuff. No, I've got
So no.
I've got a Facebook, Steward Baylor, and then we have a fan page, Baylor Boys Racing. We keep up with everything there, and we're doing a couple giveaways on the Baylor Boys Racing page, and I also have a Twitter, Steward Baylor 5, and you can come follow me. And We're working on the website shortly. It'll be up. We're doing that through Glory Hog. One of the many sponsors is helping us out this year.
Glory Hog?
Yep.
Glory Hog. There's so many places you could take that. Okay, last thing. Something embarrassing to say about your brother Grant.
He looks like a wild baby.
He looks like a pig that we saw today.
Is that embarrassing? I mean, that's pretty much
that was just an idea that I got over here.
That was pretty much means that you guys are about twins, then, right?
You know, I would give you a mean gesture if this wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is all being recorded.
Let's see. I like that one. He can't beat me, and he's not going to.
He's not going to.
When I was about 5 years old and he was about 2, I could get him to do anything I wanted him to by feeding him dog food.
That is good. Okay. Was it the wet kind or the dry kind of dog food?
The dry kind. I would fix him a big plate and take it in and sit it on the dinner table, and mom and dad they just let it happen. And and he didn't like chicken, but he liked the bones. So he would like pull off the chicken and eat the bone.
Well, maybe he's like a wolf man or something. I don't know.
He's got something wrong with him. And he likes fishing more than racing. That's what they're doing down there, wrestling pelicans. They're catching fish. They probably hooked one. I don't know, something crazy.
Crazy kids and their crazy activities these days. Yeah. All right, Baylor. We can't say thanks enough for you joining us here on Seat Time. We really appreciate it, man. Is it something you think you'd want to do again sometime whenever there's a chance to talk?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anytime. I'm down to do it.
I like it, man. We really appreciate it. Stay on the line. We're going to talk to you a little bit afterwards. But, man, thank you for tuning in to Seat Time, everybody. Remember to always enjoy a pint full of awesome. Please come see us. We love you all.